The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
I walked into the kitchen today. I came along the plankway and I could see someone in the darkness. And I was like, who the bloody hell is that? It's not Nikki. I said, hi, I'm Charlotte. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing here, Charlotte? And this is my boyfriend, Taylor. And then Charlotte is your... you explained that Nikki is your auntie.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I said that first.
No, I know. You have, that's what I was like. You were out of the gates, like introducing yourself. And I
You
was,
just go, hey, I'm Charlotte, and just walk away. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I've dragged
just
them
a
into
random.
this enormous building.
Yeah.
They don't know where they are. A lot of it, the lights are still off. And then I'm like, I have to pee. I'm sorry, I have to go to the toilet. They're like, do we just loiter here? I'm like, yeah, you'll be fine. No one will be here. And in the moment that I am peeing, that's when everyone,
ran into each other.
But you said he's a good guy. He's the right guy to run into.
Yeah, because he's super friendly, and he would probably think you work here because he forgets everybody. He's like Dory.
He just think you're someone from sales.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask
Morning,
you to fix my
Margaret.
computer. I was going to say, mate, do you know what my password is?
It's funny because it's true.
So, but Charlotte, you're from where originally?
Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're Canadian.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, your sister moved to Canada, did she? Look,
Yeah, she met a bloody DJ and like ran off.
We've all
into
done
the-
it.
Yeah.
What, ran off to where? Quebec?
No, British Columbia in a very small ski town called Fernie. Mind you, it's getting all trendy like Banff now. So they're getting, it's getting a bit bougie. Like, who was there? Were you working in the kitchen of the Northern when David Beckham was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had no idea who he was.
No. So
No,
David
not a
Beckham's
clue.
in the house and all the male chefs are just losing their faculties.
Why just the male chefs?
Well,
'cause that-
everybody was losing it. I only knew
Why
him
did you
'cause
just say the
he's
most?
married to a
because
Spice Girl.
they
Was it Mardi Gras or
Oh,
something?
yeah,
Yeah.
because he's married to a Spice Girl. There you go.
Oh,
That's how I knew him.
that doesn't make sense either. Why are the
the
male
girls-
Well,
chefs
let's not
losing
focus.
their shit because of the Spice
Look,
Girls?
stop finding holes in my
I
story.
got to go for me if I want to be my lover. Anyway, yeah, good.
Anyway,
So
it's
Beckham's there.
really nice to have. You got to really lean into the mic too, Charlotte, so we can hear you properly.
Yeah, see, I was expecting an Aussie because it's a cousin.
Yeah.
But you're not.
niece.
You're
Yeah.
Canadian.
No, it's
Unfortunately.
So you don't have an Australian passport?
No, I
way
do.
over then. You do?
I've got dual citizenship.
Dual.
Oh, do you?
Dual.
yeah,
Okay.
dual. Yeah.
Who's your favourite sports person ever?
Ooh.
Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, he'd be Wayne Gretzky because he's a hockey
Yeah,
player.
you're a hockey
Yeah,
player.
probably. Gretzky, or I also like Jordan Spieth in golf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big golfer too.
I
So.
hate golf.
Justin Bieber. Who are the other big ones? Nickelback liked in. Are they liked over there? Just
they
say this
are.
once and for all. Are you Nickelback fans?
Yes.
No,
No.
say no.
Charlotte's saying
no,
no.
No.
No, you don't
No,
like
let the guys,
pants.
let the
her
boys
pants-
speak.
No,
He likes
don't let the
Nickelback.
boys
I
speak.
feel like you're setting him up for a fall.
I'm not, because I think Nickelback are kind of getting cool.
No, they're not.
I think they're decent.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yes.
Look at Charlotte's face. She's outraged.
No, you can't classify that as music.
Yeah.
That's not. That's just.
And the lyrics.
Okay, so Charlotte disagrees. What else do I know? Yeah, I sat on the back of a truck once with some Canadians in Banff, and they were going, "You got to listen to the Tragically Hip." They're
Yeah.
like our
Every
powder,
Canadian
They're
talks
like our
about the
powder finger kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that they're the real deal? The
they're
Tragically
the
Hip.
yeah,
What's
they're
their
the real
number
deal.
one song? What's the everyone? Because you're right, Lutzi.
They've been
Every
around for a long
Canadian you
time.
runs into talks
The
about
Tragically Hip.
yeah.
Ahead by a Century is their most popular song.
Ahead by a century.
That's what it's
Okay.
called.
Have we got that?
Bob
Mitch?
Cajun is their best song.
Bob
I would
Cajun.
say.
Check Adelaide. They have the weird shit. You know that.
Well, what about Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy?
Great song.
That was my favorite song when I was like 3 years old. I'd walk around the
What?
house singing that
It's
song.
such a good song. It's
that
funny
Canadian?
that you were singing it. Save a
Yeah,
Horse,
you
Ride a
wouldn't guess
Cowboy.
that.
yeah.
What do you know about Australian music? Like when we go, okay, who are the best Australian bands?
All I really know is Men at Work Down
There you
Under.
Down under, really?
That's a good start.
But actually, what was
Midnight
the song?
Oil.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Talked about them
There you
yesterday.
go.
Yeah.
Was that the song I knew the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
No,
one?
that-
Blue Sky Mine.
Blue Sky Mine.
Beds
in
are burning?
company.
Beds are burning.
The beds are burning.
That's right.
No,
What about
nothing like
Jet?
that.
Did you ever hear of Jet?
No, see, they never got to
Are
that.
you gonna be my girl? Do 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 do.
Oh,
do,
yeah.
Oh yeah, you know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe.
Poppy, Nikki's dad, my grandpa, has given me lots of music. He
Yeah.
wrote it all down on blank paper. It's a playlist that's 43 hours long with all of his songs.
43
Oh, really?
hours?
Yeah.
I'll bet you there'll be some good stuff in that.
Oh,
too.
there's
Don't
some
you
great
discount
stuff.
it?
Oh,
Don't you discount it? 'cause
John
it comes-
Fogerty.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Beatles, the Cockroaches, the Monkeys.
Maybe a bit
Queen.
of Akadaka.
Yeah, is it AC/DC?
You know that's
AC/DC.
Australian, Taylor. You know that
I know.
AC/DC.
Yeah, AC/DC, they're awesome.
Don't
Yeah,
discount us, mate. We swing above our weight, us Aussies.
not Canadians.
Oh, I think the Aussies have got better music than Canada does. I mean, we've really only got the Tragically Hip, and then that's it. That's the
We
best
can't
that
even
it gets.
find it. Mitch has been looking for it for the last
Nothing.
3
We got-
minutes.
Yeah, but
Nothing.
you've
Dylan,
made up
let's
for
get
it
some
with
Tragically
Ryan
Hip off.
Reynolds. You've got Ryan Reynolds.
That's true. Yeah.
Does he really carry his weight that much?
Oh, we
Oh,
do.
we get a lot of him down here with that whole stuff happening. Is that him? Yeah, over in England with Wrexham.
Oh, with Wrexham, yes. I thought you were going
The
to talk
soccer
about
team he
Blake
owns.
Lively and the Justin
Oh,
Baldoni.
don't bring her up.
Oh, not Blake Lively fans.
No, we're just everyone's in different camps. We don't know if she's. It's a he says she says situation.
Right.
Charlotte's a Blake Lively person.
No.
Anyway, good chat. Anyway, that's great.
Yeah, lovely to meet you. Enjoy your whatever this is, work experience tour or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Come to work with Nikki Day,
Yeah.
with Auntie Nikki.
Yeah, well, it keeps raining, so I said you might as well come into work. And they're like, okay,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
enjoying it so far. It's good.
yeah. Now
It's
you can have
interesting.
some free Aldi snacks and go and sit and watch the rest of it.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
that
good
sounds
plan.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Many moons ago. Geez, it must have been not long after I met Ash.
Full moons or flower moons?
Oh, like several hundred flower moons ago.
Okay, yep.
For some reason,
Many more full moons.
yeah, many more. I'm not sure which one there's more
Many
of,
more
to be
full
honest.
moons,
But like,
yeah.
Well, there's only one flower moon a year, so
Yeah, well, then
Okay.
many
20
more.
flower moons ago.
well, this would be 30 years ago almost.
30 flower moons ago.
Yeah, so 30 flower moons ago. I can't remember why. We must have been out in the town in Brisbane, and for some reason I ended up back at I think it was your mum's house or something in Brisbane. You had some sort of house up on the hill near Gregory Terrace.
Yeah, yeah.
And I obviously didn't sleep with him. We've never had that relationship.
We have slept together.
We've slept
before.
together.
Yes. What are you
but I mean,
talking
I'm just
about?
saying.
What's he talking
Early
about?
on,
Nikki?
well, on this
You were being
occasion,
lonely at some point.
Yeah.
on this occasion, he put me in a spare room, and
So you're going to say put you in a spoon?
well, he may have done that. There's a lot. It was a big night.
Yes.
But I remember this big framed Australian jersey
Yeah.
in the hallway, and I'm going to have a look at that, and it's like Ashley Bradnam. And I'm like, where did he play for Australia? And then I think the next morning I asked you, and you had played for the Australian Universities team.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you toured New Zealand. And played with a bunch of guys that we still know.
Trad
Trad
McLean.
McLean, who's the media guy for the Mighty Dolphins. Another great friend of ours, Jody Barlow,
JB.
was in the team. Who
Yeah.
was anyone
Oh,
else?
there
was a whole heap of guys.
A whole heap of Dumper McGann.
Dumper
Give him a
McGann,
hit,
who's now, geez, I heard about him the other day. He's now coaching somewhere locally, I
Well,
believe.
he was coaching the Melbourne Rebels.
yeah.
For a while.
He's coaching, I've forgotten now. Anyway.
Now, without digressing too
yes.
far, so football was like your thing? Like that was the big dream before radio? Or did you always want to get into
No,
radio?
I wanted to be a footy player. I was never,
Football
I
was
never,
before
I was
radio.
never good enough. But what happened for me was I was never good enough to play football, but that was what I wanted to do.
Okay.
But then I got to do the sideline commentary for the football for Ray Hadley and as part of the continuous call team. So I
Okay.
went from that to that, and I was like, oh, well,
This is sweet. I get
this
to
is unreal.
watch.
Yeah.
I get to
Yeah.
keep my knees and my head.
Yes,
Yeah, but he did played A grade for North Devils, where I went to dinner with Mum last night. That club there, so he's renowned around
So you're being
around the
very
traps.
modest, Ashley.
And that was 30 years ago. I think to the year 30 years ago that he was in that Australian Universities team. So anyway, cut to this week.
It is. No,
It's 30
Yeah,
years.
it was 30 years
I'm
ago,
told.
95. Yeah.
Jody Barlow, who was
Yes.
in that team, is now the coach of the Queensland Universities team. Who are
Yeah.
taking on the Blues in Sydney at North Sydney Oval this weekend. And Ash Bradnam has been called up as assistant coach.
Well, yeah.
That's what JB said
Well,
to me. Along with
You
the
have.
great
You've
Ian
got all
Tosser
the training
Turner.
schedules. I've seen this.
Yeah, this week.
He's assistant coach of the Queensland Universities team, 30 years almost to the
Yeah.
day that he played in the Queensland and Australian
JB.
Universities team with
Yeah.
JB.
I'm meeting the team this morning out at Devs, actually. That's why I'm going to be leaving here early.
They
I'm
go into
just letting
camp.
You guys know now.
They go into camp at
Going
Bishop
into
Park
camp.
this morning,
Yep.
and they take on the Blues when at North Sydney Oval.
North Sydney Oval on Sunday afternoon. And I can't wait. I'm so excited to meet the team, and JB's going to be coaching. I'm going to be running the water. like Alfie.
Oh, like
Right.
Alfie.
Are you going to wet the ball and I'll do all that?
Oh, I was saying that to Lutzy yesterday. I was going, oh, maybe I'll put a little bit of dishwashing liquid in the old. when you know. But,
That's pretty cool, though. So
I'm pretty excited
you get all
about
the
it.
kit. JB said you're assistant coach.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to be saying whatever JB tells me to say, but I'm going out there this morning and look at this. Look, I've got a sheet here. I'm studying it like the core. I've been looking up all of the plays. Here's all the team structures
I know you've coached before.
that he's got.
On a junior level,
junior
you've coached,
level,
but
yeah.
this is the senior stuff.
this
Like,
is gonna
be
be
careful
fun.
it doesn't get away from you, because what can happen, like I remember when Ben Teo was coaching down at Nudgee and I was assistant coach for him in the seconds.
Yeah.
And my job was just to run the water and shut the hell up.
Yeah.
I couldn't help it.
know,
Like, you
I-
can't help it. Like, I remember they came off, we got beaten by Terrace. It was a horrible day. Paddy Carrigan would have loved it.
And you had your opinion.
And I started some sort of like post-game, like Pep's speech where I'm
That's
like, come on,
hilarious.
let's get together and do the war cry. And the players just went, no, we don't do that, mate, post-game. Like, shut up. Like, it was the most embarrassing thing in front of the whole crowd. They just shut me down. So don't be that guy at North Sydney Oval. I don't.
You know what
you're
I'm
going to be
really
in the
worried
sheds.
about?
JB will be giving a big speech. He's a big speech guy,
he
and
is.
you're going to want to chime in pre-game in the sheds at
I
North
will.
Sydney Oval.
I
You're
will.
going to smell the liniment. It's all going to come back to you.
Yeah. I want to win so bad. I know. I just want to win so bad.
The Ash, Lutzy, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Online Osborne.
Speaking of busy women, I've been one. I've been online, if you call that busy, or if you call that just ignoring your family responsibilities when you get home.
That's busy these days, online.
Yeah, well, you have to stay across it. We have to stay across it.
Yes.
One thing I'm going to get out of the way, because I wanted to talk about this, it's not an online trend, but the Cannes Film Festival, they have banned nudity on the red carpet.
No flashing.
No, you can't be naked. I think after Bianca Censori went full nudie
full
run,
naked, yeah, right.
they went, okay, we might have to actually tell people that you shouldn't really be nude on the carpet. I think you can still flash nipple because that's been trending for a long time.
So nipples, okay.
I think nipples are okay, but you can't have a long train anymore on your dress. If your dress is so long that your helpers are in the way of other people on the red carpet, you're not allowed on the red carpet.
Hello.
That does happen.
I'm just
Controversy.
looking at a picture of Heidi Klum.
Well, there you go, case in point.
Well, she went and broke the rules, but she's Heidi Klum, isn't she?
Yeah.
I reckon they're just saying, you know, the B-listers, the ones who have got like a kind of artistic short film in the festival, they
You're
can't
not
dress
important
up.
enough to have a train.
Pretty
sweetheart.
much, yes. But if you're A-list like Heidi Klum, then you know what? You can have a train. But she's not stopping anyone there.
Yeah, when she hits the steps, she is. You do see it become
It's true. It's the
cumbersome.
steps is the biggest issue because it stops traffic. So anyway, that's going on. Meanwhile, let's talk about what's trending online. Have we all seen the AI babies
Yeah,
doing
Yes.
interviews? That's old news. That's been a week, so that's over.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. 1 week, that's come and gone.
Yeah, I know. All of a sudden, it's old news. So don't do it because then, you're just washed up.
Yep.
That train has left the station.
The train has left the station and it's on the red carpet. It's attached to Heidi Klum. And then another one that's been happening for a while that has endured is people bark at their pets and see their responses.
I haven't seen that.
It's so funny. It's worth a Google. Get on Snapchat. I think it's a Snapchat filter because it does the bark for you, so it's convincing. So you kind
okay.
of copy it.
Gotcha, yeah,
And then the dogs do these crazy reactions like, what you talking about, Willis? They do all the eyeballs like Scooby-Doo. It's very, very funny. So have a Google of that.
You got a twitch in your eyes. You did that. It was very authentic.
Oh.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Well, let's talk about Willis.
Look, I'm a method actor. I can be a bitch. And then the final one.
The other dog one that I like, which is it's over and done with now, but I saw it a bit too, is when you mention your dog's favourite. You pretend you're on the
I like
phone
that
and you,
one
you
too.
mention your dog's favourite things.
All the favourite words.
Yeah,
And then you
like,
pretend you're asleep.
like walk to
Yeah.
the beach, and the dog's going,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Yeah, yeah.
And the German Shepherd, that his bags, it's like, what?
Yes.
Yeah, ex-sniffer dog. He knew what was going on. But the final one, that it's not new, but it is enduring, and I love it. It's bringing back the old school values of the dad being the protector of the mother, where, you know, kids have to show respect to their mother. And I've got a bit of audio. So basically, the kid they video it, the mum videos it, and the kid yells out, like, shut up to their mum after they've faked an argument.
Right.
To see the dad's
yeah, I've seen
reaction.
that, yeah.
The best ones are like the military dads who have come back. You respect your mother. Anyway, here's some audio.
Shut up, Mama. Yeah, we're just joking. It's just a prank. It's just a prank.
Don't get your feet off the table.
Mom, shut up. You don't tell your mother to shut up. Are you kidding me? Since when do you tell your mother to shut up? You know what? Get your bags, pack them, and get the hell out of my house.
It's a joke. This is not.
And don't come back down until it's done.
Okay, shut up. Excuse you? Hey, come here now. Now! Get your ass down here.
So anyway, all the time the dads get up
me anxiety.
and they chase them. And everyone has to run. It's usually the cameraman's
What about-
running, going, no.
What about that kid who got kicked out of home?
Oh, you pack your
Pack
bags.
your bags. You're out.
You know what? I like that respect.
I love it.
Yeah, as a
Oh,
dad,
that
I
dad's
like
not
that
like that
response.
kid knows that let's not.
Tell your
I'm
mum to
this
shut
far
up.
away from losing my head.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
I saw something pop up online yesterday, and that there are so many bizarre jobs out there that you can have that I didn't know existed. Like you can be a full-time snake milker. So you were full-time
Easy.
Lutzi was.
Easy.
that time in Vegas and
was for-
every day since.
Hold. Kids still getting out of the car.
Oh, but
8:26.
well, you started it. I'm just talking about snake milkers and your little
He
faces.
started it.
Yeah.
I just
Actually,
I'm the
Oh, no,
victim.
that's what you.
I'm the victim here. Anyway,
Anyway.
that's a good job though. No, it's a shit job. What am I talking about? That's a horrible job.
Be a dangerous
Dangerous
job, wouldn't
It
it?
would be rather dangerous. It was like when the big boy in Newcastle, the hybrid of a trapdoor and a huntsman became a thing, and they were asking people to bring them in because their anti-venom is like really powerful. So, yeah, that exists. But it got me thinking, and I started talking to Alicia about it yesterday, going, actually, we've had some weird ones in our family. Like when COVID happened,
Yeah.
just prior, because I was in the jungle just before it happened, and I had a friend who was looking after Will for a week, and she bought him an ant farm. And then I came back and I'm like, oh, do you hate me, Jess? You bought him this ant farm. Anyway, the ants started to die because it was, I don't know, it wasn't a very good ant farm. And my dad, being the way he is, very OCD and obsessive with new ventures, started researching it, and he redesigned a new ant farm for Will's ants. Then he went deeper and he realized that there's a whole culture in China where they collect ant farms and they have full ant apartments displayed in their house. This is a
I could
thing.
get around that.
So he
They're
kind
very
of
smart ants.
Oh, well, like a perspex thing.
yeah,
you
so
can
it's
see-
see-through, and
It's
you
like
can
a little
see them.
society.
And they even make them like
like art,
jungles or
like art, but living
art.
Yes.
But you
and-
can also see where the ants choose to live and everything.
And it's fascinating watching their breeding cycle. Anyway,
Yeah.
he went a little deeper again, and he realised that the ants of the most value are the Australian bull ant, which Jeremy has discovered there are ample in our garden because he gets bitten by one of the bastards every time he's out working in the garden.
Have they got a sting on the bull ant? They do, don't they?
Yeah, it's quite nasty.
Is that what I'd call a green ant? Like what?
No, much
Is
bigger.
it different?
Oh, a bull
Bigger.
ant's
They're much
Oh,
bigger.
yeah.
They're about an inch long.
Worse sting? Or worse
Worsting, yes.
green ants?
They're not like
hurt.
jumping jacks. So jumping jacks, you build up an intolerance. So like it may be the 5th time you get done by a jumping jack, and then you've got anaphylaxis.
Oh, I
that
just
builds up.
Right, the bull ant. It's a big boy. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah,
They're big.
Yeah, they're big.
And the
Yeah.
breeding queen bull ants, they're even bigger, but they're also, as we worked out, worth $500 a pop.
What?
When you export them to China.
What, the queens?
The queens.
One ant's worth $500?
One ant.
Why are we
So-
all over this?
Well, because China have stopped it now. Because my dad
Trump.
ended up him and my 2 sons during COVID lockdown applied for a permit. There was only one licensed ant breeder. They got a permit. So our family became the 2nd licensed ant breeder in the country and exporter. So we were full-time ant collectors. Now these guys are dangerous, and I've got Teddy, who was 5 at the time, I think, running around catching these big boys in test tubes. And they have the nuptial flight where they all fly at the same time if the barometer's dropped. And they all breed in the air, and then the men kind of drop dead. But they'd all hit our house because we'd built in the back of a quarry, an old quarry. So we'd have like thousands of dollars just arrive at the back door out of nowhere. And we'd call Dad and say, Dad, quick, come around. There's like 20 grand in the garden.
How good is that?
And we'd be running around, and then we had to keep them in our house. And my boy's bedroom was full of test tubes. It was like Breaking Bad in there. And in their sock drawers, like I'd go to put their socks in and there's ants. There's just test tubes everywhere. And my kids were making thousands of dollars a week.
So you're actually doing it. You actually
We actually did it. That was our family business.
Your kids were making thousands of bucks a week?
A week.
Exporting ants.
Exporting ants. So 13,
Is that
24,
ant
10.
trafficking? Is that ant trafficking?
Yes, it is.
We're getting a little ditty now.
Yeah. Well, no. Like the females, they're isolated. They're on their own. All they need is a cotton bud with sugar water in the end of it, and they can live off that for months. And then because they've already been impregnated during the nuptial flight, they then breed and they start their own colony. They don't need a dude. So it's not Diddy at all because there's no dudes in the tube.
Okay.
But 13, 24, 10, do you have a weird
There's dudes
side hustle?
outside the tube, though. You guys, you're trafficking. I love it. I'm going to get involved in it.
Hey, look.
And it beats our other idea of just getting 500 AI OnlyFans models.
Oh, we were going
and
to do that
selling them.
too.
That's our other. That's the other
That's
one.
our backup plan.
That's our backup plan.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Before we talk more about me, just quickly, toward the games, my podcast with Chris Jones. We're doing one this morning straight after this
But
show.
this is still about you.
I know, that's the irony. We're talking today to Paul Henry. This guy is the best stadium designer in the world. If you've sat in a stadium in Australia or internationally, a big one, he probably built it.
Tell us
this
some of
guy
them.
is a guru. In Australia, little Seabus on the coast, Suncorp Stadium, the redevelopment of the MCG 2005, Wembley Stadium in England.
He built Wembley.
He's the design and key guy for most of the great stadiums
his
we know.
name?
Paul Henry. And he'll be sitting in your seat, actually, in about half an hour.
I hope he likes Diamontes.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Because your microphone looks ridiculous.
I've bedazzled it.
So, yeah, then that'll be out this afternoon toward the game. So make sure you check that out, particularly around Brisbane 2032. Anyway, enough about me.
Let's talk about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're a hot, eligible bachelor, according to the Courier Mail.
Sizzling singles, I think, was the term for Southeast Queensland, the top 40 sizzling
have you got
singles.
the article there, mate? Because you were reading it yesterday.
I love the way they print it. They don't even check if you are single. They just
That's a good point. I did find one person that said they're not single that we know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
My ex.
Oh, she's not single.
That's what I reckon. Yeah.
That's what they're saying, though.
Yeah.
Well, she was named as one of the...
Yeah, she's in it. Yeah.
Wow, they're really just spinning stuff, aren't they?
Well, ease up. It's a serious thing.
Now, where did you place?
They're not specific with numbers, but it's listed, and I'm high on the list. I haven't got it here right now.
Is that a 40s, 40s?
Number one. Yeah, here he goes. Come on. This was our meeting yesterday. Him going, this is the way that it goes. Is it Reece Walsh first? And
Reece Walsh was high.
Read it out.
Reece Walsh was high on the list.
Yeah.
He's still trying to find the list.
I was hoping someone else would drive this so I didn't look so self-serving for me.
No, this is more fun.
We just want to replay exactly what
After
happened in
all-
the meeting yesterday.
Scott Tweedy's on the line. Now, Scott's probably in LA right now. He was also on the list. The great Scott Tweedy. You there, Scotty?
I am. I can't believe I'm calling you guys about this topic.
Yeah, well,
you're one of the sexiest singles in
Southeast Queensland.
I'll tell you what,
Robert Irwin's number one.
Oh, that's right. Robert Irwin was number one. Then I think it went Reece.
Then it goes. Okay.
Yes.
Then it goes Reece Walsh.
Yeah.
Tweedy's at number 3. You're at number 3, Scott. Congratulations.
You're number 3 seed for the whole of Queensland, mate.
People want to twiddle the Tweedy.
It feels like this is paid media, and all my friends are putting into this fund to try and get it out there to get me number 3 on the list. And well done. I tilt my hat to them. Here's the thing. I'm in LA at the moment, so I wake up to. Well, it was actually in the afternoon, and it's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. It's your morning there. And I start getting these texts. It's like, oh, mate, it was in the Courier Mail. And I was like, oh, gosh, oh, no, what have I done? Please tell me. And then they're like, yeah, but you're up as an eligible bachelor or, a single.
Sizzling single,
The funny thing is they don't even check. They don't even check this, but I am actually single.
I know.
That. And also, you're not in Brisbane either, really. You're kind of based in LA.
But he's
a
back
Queensland
it's long distance dating, though.
He hosts Australian Idol. He's back
but
here
if you're going to read the local rag and go, oh, he's single, and then realise it's going to be a FaceTime only sort of thing.
Tweedy, then it goes Hugh McCluggage from the Lions in 4th.
McCluggage. Imagine having that as a surname.
Jaden Campbell from the Titans coming in 5th.
I want to check in McCluggage.
Lincoln Lewis.
Company.
Oh, Mitch's brother Lincoln's at number, whatever we're up to, number 7.
Yeah, but he's an actor.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. He's just hot. Like.
Well, where did you come
what does that mean?
Then Lee Castledine. What does that mean? Then Lee Castledine, who we know he's a hunk of spunk, that guy. And then me. So I'm top 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And
And it says
Hang on. Here's before you get to what it says about you. Everybody else that you've mentioned on that list, it'll go like Robert Owen, 21.
Yeah.
Lincoln Lewis, 30, 36 or whatever.
There's no age for
with
me.
With Lutzy.
Tweety's 37. I didn't know that.
There's no age
It's
given
because
for
he's
David.
Peter Pan. He's been running around in Never Never Land all these years.
And Scotty, it says the actual quote is, Lutzy is of the opinion that prioritising self-love will help romance blossom.
Which sounds like
What does that mean?
You're a wanker.
Sounds like I'm a wanker. What does it say for you?
That's perfect. All right, Lutzy. Lutzy, give us your 15-second elevator pitch. Why should someone listening date you? Go.
Yeah, do
great
it.
question. Yeah, go.
I'm very funny, Scott, and I make people feel better by my
Roasting
by
them.
my actions, and also
You love your mum.
I'm all in, and I love my mum.
Yeah.
Oh, don't help him out.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't.
Thank you.
Your red flag.
What's my red flag?
Your red flag is you wake up too early. You're on breakfast radio. That is the worst person to date, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want that.
Actually,
what are you
Jeremy would
doing?
concur with you. He's so upset that I disturb him every morning.
He calls you
before.
Australia's prank king, more like wank king.
You're the one full of self-love, mate.
He's busy flying over Australia to host massive one-off parties. I must admit, I went to that bloody thing you did at the Tivoli, and I couldn't believe it. You were like a cult hero status. You know, I think most of the girls there knew you when you were 12 on some TV show, but
That's
still,
right.
you're still living it out.
It was good to see you and Nancy and some of the other Nova team. The best part, I keep saying this every time I come on your radio show, my best mates in Australia all come from Nova Brisbane. That's the thing. It's just all, they brew them well there.
They do indeed. And look at us now. Look at us shine now. Sizzling single, Scotty. And I'll see you. I'll see you in LA in July, where we can have a beer over our
Okay,
success.
so clearly Nova's paying for this list.
All right. Well, I'm really sad, guys. Can I go and cry in my car now?
The Ash, Lutzy, and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.